God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Orange County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. Today's the 29th day of July, and we have 10 review hearings for people who have obligations to perform. So your name will be called if you're here for that. Come up to the table to your right when that happens. Go check in with the clerk if you missed a hearing before, because we won't know you're here today if you came on a different day. So go check in if you think you should have been called and you don't get called, go check in with the clerk because you're not on the docket. Call the rules.
Austin L. Carmen, Cameron V. Harless, Beverly M. Hines, Andre Howard, Misty Hunt.
Austin Carmen is 22,254 and 2897. 2897 is actually completed now. 22,254. Still have some fine. That was done in some community service since the last hearing. Okay. So we're getting close to being finished. I'll set, does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays?
It don't matter.
August 30th, that's a Friday, so try to get it finished in this next month, and you don't have to come back if you get it finished.
Am I good to go?
Yes, sir. August 30th, 9 o'clock is your next hearing. Cameron Harless, 2348, is at RRS. Okay, good report, good screens,
Yes, he's done very well, Your Honor.
and it sounds like you got a good job. You've done your community service and actually done some extra toward your fund. Are you making any payment today on your fund?
It won't be today. I just started back work last week, so my first full paycheck will be this Friday, and I was going to make a payment.
Yours is a newer case, so I'm going to give you longer before your next hearing. Will it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays with your work schedule?
No, sir.
No.
No.
September the 20th. If you get it finished by then, you don't have to come back.
Thank you.
9 o'clock, September 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Brandy Hines, 22,2783, 23,182. She's got certificates of completion from Mahajan. So that's good. And these are ours to keep.
Yes.
Okay, you still, on the first case, you paid all your fines, you still have some community service to do. The second case, you still have your community service to do and fine. So, and get this completed. Are you paying anything today?
I get paid tomorrow, and I was planning on paying on it then.
Okay. I'll set you for September 6th.
Okay. Thank you.
It's your next hearing, September 6th, 9 o'clock. Andre Howard, 1791, Andre Howard. It's been called, hasn't appeared, but it actually looks like maybe finished. Let me see if there was a requirement to do the dip score. he's done everything but his driver intervention program, so there will be a warrant issued for failure to appear. He still has that left to do. Misty Hunt, 21-2088. Report from Lawrence County Recovery. Okay. Got a job, got a car, got your driver's license. Good screens. Okay, all very good reports. And you are working now?
Yes,
Can you pay anything on your fines?
yes.
How much are you paying?
I'm gonna pay 40 today.
Okay. See the clerk to do that. Now, you've got 5 days community service. You gotta do that too.
I went twice over there and I forgot to ask for the paper, so,
Over where?
to Lawrence County through the probation department, so I'm gonna be asking next week whenever I go in to tell
You
them.
said Lawrence County where, what?
Probation.
Adult probation?
Mm-hmm.
We do that, or?
Is that common police court?
Mhm.
Yeah, we use that.
Okay. All right, I've got you down for 40. See the clerk. And this is an older case, so you're going to come back sooner. August 30th is your next hearing.
Okay, thank you, Your
9
Honor.
o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that finished?
Stephanie Kingsbury, Timothy Porter, Brandon Rawlinson, Gretchen Smith, Charles Ross.
Your Honor, I'm here, but I'm on the screen.
Okay, I see you. Can't hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Stephanie Kingsbury. She's here, 18-826. Okay, you've got still a couple days community service and fines to pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 120 today.
Okay, they'll finish your fines up. When can you get your community service done? You got, from what I'm showing, 2 days of community service
Yeah.
left.
I'm supposedly gonna be able to do it this weekend.
Okay. I'll set you, because this is an older case, for August 30th. You get it finished, you don't have to come back.
Alrighty.
See the
Thank you.
clerk to make the payment. Timothy Porter.
Yes, sir.
Timothy Porter is hearing by teleconference,
Yes, sir.
05520, 06185. 05520 is actually completed. 06185, still have payments to be made. Do you have a payment you can make now?
Well, I just made one in July, and I'll be making another one, here this week when I get paid.
Okay, I'm showing it was actually June 21st that you last made a payment.
No, I was in there in, June, and in the month of June, I made a total of $810 in payments. And then in July, I made $25 payment, which I've got the receipt number right here. And I haven't made anything for August yet.
I'm just showing 219 for June.
Unless it went on the other case.
Yeah.
Let's see if it went on the other case.
Do you need the receipt number, John?
No, you're correct. That's what finished up the other case there. Okay.
Okay.
219 went on the 06 case, the other payments went on the old case which finished it up, so you're correct.
Okay.
All right, so I'll set your next hearing for August 30th.
Okay, 9 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Okay, am I free to go?
You are.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Brownson.
Brownson?
Yep.
Okay, I'm showing 3 days community service and fines are paid.
Yep.
And what about the driver intervention program?
I've already done that.
You did that, I see it. It's reported in the file. In May, you did it in May. Okay. Let's get that community service done. You can quit coming to these hearings. So yours is a newer case, so I'll go into September to do the next hearing. September 20th, you get it done by then, you don't have to come back.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. 9 o'clock, September 20th. Gretchen Smith, 221661. Okay, you still have all of your community service to do and a lot of the fine, $520 left. Okay, based on what I see here, I want you to do a urine screen today.
Okay,
Go
I
get
can
a
do
urine
that.
screen and I'll have you back after I get the
Okay.
results.
Thank you.
Charles Ross.
Yes.
24378.
Yes.
Community service done, you just have to pay your fines. Are you making a payment today?
No, it'll be Friday when I get paid. I just got me a better job.
Okay. This is your first review. I'll set you for September 30th. You get it finished by then, you don't have to be here.
All right, buddy.
I'm
Thank
showing
you.
you owe.
You have a good day.
It's $375 is what you owe. Get that paid off, you want to come for the next hearing.
I'll get paid.
9 o'clock, September 30th. Okay, that finishes the reviews. Next are going to be the arraignment hearings. So anybody that's out there that's got a new case, they need to come in. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there, I'll go over the charge with you. You have the right to remain silent, you don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, what you say is all on the record, so it can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney if you're facing a jail offense, and to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you're not sure what to do today, if you don't understand the proceedings, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial on your case, any of those reasons fit your circumstance, you should enter a not guilty plea. Not guilty is always the safest plea to enter. It preserves all those rights I just mentioned. No contest or guilty, either one, waives those rights, and you shouldn't do that unless you understand the consequences of entering those rights. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey S. Collins, case number TRD 241521, A and B.
All right, you're Jeffrey S. Collins.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Collins, it's alleged on July 23rd at 7:40 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle with a suspended license. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You're also charged with failure to use a turn signal. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand the two charges?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
That's why I'm pleading not guilty. I'm in the process of getting everything taken care of. I was going to see if there's any way, if you maybe give me a little bit of time to get all this stuff taken care of. And
Yeah, I'll enter a not guilty plea for you. Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer, or
yeah.
are you working?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
I do construction.
Are you getting paid by the hour?
No, yeah.
How much per hour?
$9 an hour.
Okay, that's not much for doing construction. You'd be qualified for a court-appointed lawyer. I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you. We'll get him in here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Stratton. This is Jeff Collins, and he
Nice
has
to meet you.
a jailable driving under suspension charge.
Okay.
And he says he's working on getting his license back. He can sign a $1,000 signature bond,
Fine, right?
probably maybe a month out, to give him some time to work on it.
Yep, sounds good.
And let's see.
Well, your daughter's getting married at one of those dates.
24th to 30th.
24th through the 30th, his daughter's getting married, so.
How about the 6th of September?
That's great.
6th of September, okay.
September 6th will be the next hearing. There will be a pretrial at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Derek C. Willis, case number TRC 22-160, A, B, C, and D.
All right, Mr. Willis, you were supposed to be here on Friday, I guess it was, for review.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I've got
The only
scheduled,
thing you've got left to do is the driver intervention program.
yes, sir, I've got it scheduled for September. I paid the deposit and last weekend of September.
Which one are you going to?
I had my office call and do it, sir. They said it was the last weekend, or third weekend of September. They made a
I'll
deposit.
set your next hearing for October the 4th. If you get successfully complete
Yeah.
that and get it turned in before then, you don't have to appear because that's the only thing you got left.
Yes, sir.
October 4th, 9 a.m.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kelsey J. Huff, case number CRD 24459.
And you're Kelsey J. Huff. Ms. Huff, it's alleged that at Union Township, July 19th, you were the owner, keeper, or handler of a dog that was dangerous or vicious, and you failed to keep the dog physically confined or restrained on your premises by adequate leash, tether, fence, or supervision. So it's you're charged with failure to restrain a dog. It's a 4th degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights? How do you plead to this charge?
No contest?
No contest means you don't want to fight the charge, you're not admitting it's true, but you're not denying it either. You are, by doing that, agreeing that you can be found guilty without a trial, without a lawyer representing you, if I think what the state has as evidence is enough to convict you. Is that what you want to do? It usually results in a guilty finding if you enter a no contest plea, but you're not putting up any kind of defense.
Then not guilty.
Okay. You're eligible for court-appointed lawyer. Do you want to be considered for court-appointed lawyer? Okay. Because it's a 4th degree misdemeanor, we got to come back pretty fast, because we have speedy trial rights and depending on the type of charge, this charge has a pretty speedy trial requirement, so we'll have to come back in a week or so for the first pretrial. Let's see. And I guess before, are you going to hire a lawyer? Are you going to represent yourself, or how are you going to handle this? Don't know?
I don't know.
Let's have Mr. Heald as the prosecuting attorney. Would you like to hear what they would recommend if you changed your plea? Yeah, I thought maybe. Can you get the file and?
Yeah, I have the file.
Yeah.
And I've skimmed at least through the affidavit. This dog bit somebody. It's also said that the dog had an encounter with the same, I think it's a husband and wife taking a walk in the neighborhood or whatever, on an earlier date, so this is not the first time. This is a dangerous dog. The dog bit somebody. So it comes with it, the statute on this is convoluted. It's very difficult really to understand all the aspects of it. But if you have a dangerous dog, you have an elevated duty to provide assurance that this isn't going to happen to somebody else. So the proper kind of fencing, and you have to register the dog as a dangerous dog with the clerk, or wherever you register dogs in I don't remember which office, and also you have to have insurance. And I think homeowners insurance generally can cover this kind of thing. But that's what we are going to want. We want to make sure this dog doesn't get out and do this anymore.
The dog's been put down.
Well, then that settles that. No insurance necessary. If she wanted to plead guilty today, we would recommend there may be restitution is the only answer.
We would determine that.
We would want medical bills paid. And if she did that, we would ask for payment of court costs. That would be our recommendation.
Do you understand what he's recommending to the court? No fine, payment of court costs, and any restitution for any medical bills. But we would have to come back for a further hearing to find it out, because they don't have that information. They'd have to contact the other party and see if they had bills they wanted to submit.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. If you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting the charge is true. You understand that? Okay, so I will accept your guilty plea. I'll delay sentencing to give the state a chance to try to get a hold of the other party and get them to submit any restitution claim they have. So,
Did you get that, Jasmine?
Are you working?
Yeah.
It's going to be a Monday or Friday, does it matter?
Monday.
Mondays are better? Okay, let's look at that. I can go to the 26th, but, well, if you enter a guilty plea, I think that waives the time constraints anyway. You understand that we're going to go out in time, one, to accommodate your schedule, and two, to give them time to get in touch with the other party. You're okay with that? Okay, so I'm going to set August 26th for your sentencing, and that'll be at 10 o'clock on that day. She can sign a $500 signature bond. That just means you're signing a piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court as I'm ordered, or I'll pay a $500 penalty for not showing up. Okay, any questions, ma'am?
Nope.
Okay, August 26th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Garrett L. Hosey, case numbers TRD 24742, TRD 231844. Garrett Hosey.
Garrett Hosey. This call for did not appear.
State of Ohio recalls Gretchen Smith, case number TRC 221661, A and B.
Okay, it's a good screen.
Thank you.
Congratulations, good. Okay, we got to work on getting your community service and fines paid.
Yes, sir.
August 30th will be your next hearing.
9 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we have some bond forfeiture hearings. Mr. Sowards, here for those.
State of Ohio versus Robert Collins, case number CRB 24409.
Your Honor, I arrested Mr. Collins last week and took him to the jail.
Oh, this is the one that
Yes.
claims to have MRSA?
Well, I think it goes beyond that. he had injected into his groin and caused himself to have gangrene down there. And he was in pretty bad shape, and the jail doctor, I think, spoke to the court and asked to have it released.
I'll cancel your, since they released him on a medical OR, I'm going to release, there will be a warrant outstanding for Mr. Collins, but I'll release Mr. Sowers.
I know right where he is. He's in a shed behind his mother's house. You know, I went back to his mother's house to ask her.
I think she doesn't want him there either, does she?
She doesn't, but she doesn't know what to do with him. She can't make him leave. She's took him and tried to evict him, but he won't leave. And finally, she's just settled for him living in the shed.
Sad situation.
It is.
Okay, your release from the bond will be a warrant outstanding, so I don't know what, even if they pick him up on the warrant, they'll want to release him again.
I think his life expectancy is not real long.
Okay. That, I guess, would take care of the work. All right, bond is released, no forfeiture.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly D. Trout, case number CRB 24252.
Your Honor, she's in the Western Regional Jail. She got felony charges out of Wayne County for manufacturing and delivering controlled substance. She's got a holder out of Cabell County as well, and our warrant is in place. So I guess we'll be in line to receive her eventually.
Okay, I'll just continue it for a month and we'll track it further and see what happens. So, well, let's make it 2 months. Let's make it September 20th for another hearing. Hopefully she'll surface by this. I'll continue to September 20th.
State of Ohio versus Derek Oxer, case number CRB 2252 A and B.
Your Honor, I'm still currently seeking Mr. Oxer. I know he's up in Gallia County somewhere. I have not figured out his exact location, but I'd like to have more time if it's possible.
All right, I'll continue this one for the same date, September 20th, for another bond forfeiture hearing. Keep the warrant in place.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas R. Adams, case number TRD 201480.
Your Honor, this is the second time he's failed to appear on this, and the last time I talked to him and got him to come in on his own, and he's failed to appear again. I did speak with him. He was supposed to come in last week. He told me he would, but he has not done that. I've tried to call him this morning, and his phone goes straight to voicemail. I did speak with his mother, and he is still currently living with his mother, but she said he's out working right now with somebody crawling under houses. I don't know, but I'll probably send the Ashland police by his mother's to pay him a visit.
Okay, we'll continue it also to September 20th.
State of Ohio versus Samantha Cooper, case number CRB 2472.
Your Honor, I'm not sure if she's mine or not. If she is, she slipped through the cracks because I don't have anything on her.
Is not. Somebody privately posted bond money. So I'm going to order that. It was $1,000 cash. So I'm going to order that forfeited and a warrant. Yeah, they just said bond forfeiture, didn't say it's your bond. It wasn't. Somebody else posted it. Joseph Benning posted $1,000 cash for her. That will be forfeited since she's failed to appear, and there'll be a warrant issued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In fact, I think it's already issued. We'll come back do some arraignments, I think at the jail, and maybe some here too. The paperwork's not ready yet, so we're gonna do some pretrials now.
State of Ohio versus Michael Hayes Jr., case number CRB 24-438, A and B. Mr. Holt's case.
Set for pretrial for today's Mr. Holt's case.
Let's do this. You're going to make me copies of all that.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Hills and I agree we probably need to come back in the next few weeks to discuss potential resolution. We will take time right now.
Yeah, it's a fourth degree misdemeanor, so there's a time waiver.
Yes, there will be.
Yeah, a preference as to a date. Let me tell you what these
It's August 12th.
Yeah.
2-4, I think I mentioned 12th of that.
Probably about like today. It's pretty busy. The 19th is better, 23rd, actually, anytime after the 12th is better.
I could do the 16th.
16th? Okay. August 16th will be the next hearing. 10 o'clock with the county.
Yes.
She's making that.
State of Ohio versus Marquea Gardner, case number CRB 24-399.
Mr. Holt's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this is a case in which we have two individuals that are both charged in the same incident, and that was a decision made by law enforcement that I don't know whether they could determine who in the household actually was the controller of the dog. Now, Ms. Gardner, I think this represents here, her dog is not, you're saying it's not the dog?
There's registration there.
Is this the dog?
There's two dogs. I'm not sure what the difference is. If it's a lab. She has a lab.
The other individual that is charged is Jillian Burris, and she's set for today also. That's her mother.
Okay. Is there any agreement between them as to who owns the dog?
I'm not sure. No, there was two dogs.
Two dogs. So, are they both owned by the same person, or?
I guess one's owned by the mother, and one's owned by the daughter. So what we have here is a little girl that was attacked by the dogs and bitten.
Would it be helpful to call up the Burris case then?
I think so.
Okay.
Now, this says, I'm sorry, Ron, I didn't interrupt you.
Is that okay to call that?
We'd like that.
Burris case up.
State of Ohio versus Jillian E. Burris, case number CRB 24398.
Who's the lawyer? Oh, there's not one listed.
So this report says that there were 2 pit bulls, a white pit bull and a black pit bull.
No. One's a pit bull, one's a lab mix.
Okay, so the lab mix was not a pit bull. So, I mean,
Are
they
both
know
dogs
who-
involved, or is only one dog?
Well, they say both of them did the jumping. I don't know who did the biting. I don't know which one, but apparently they were both out, and one of them bit the little girl. So they were both under control of these 2 ladies. They both lived there. I mean, here's the thing. In a situation like this, the alternative is to say, well, we don't know which lady owns which dog, so I guess we can't convict anybody. And I don't think, the fact is that the little girl was bitten by, and both dogs were out there. So either we figure out between them, they figure out who's responsible, or we'll have, I don't know how else to do it, except just to have a trial.
Those are witnesses.
Yes.
Yeah, trial could be the solution.
Now, in the alternative,
What's the state recommending if there was acceptance of responsibility?
well, is there restitution? Okay, so there's no restitution.
No medicals.
No medicals. Okay. And Mr. Holt says his client wasn't there, but the client's dog was there. So there has to be some assurance that the dogs aren't going to come out and do this kind of thing anymore. And the law calls for the appropriate kind of fencing. And, particularly with pit bulls. Like everybody says that, they don't bother anybody, but it seems like 9 times out of 10 in one of these cases, it's a pit bull. And I think it's appropriate for there to be homeowners insurance to cover the future possibility of injuries to people.
And Ms. Burris, do you have, I'm taking it since you appeared today without a lawyer, you don't have a lawyer to represent you?
Correct.
Say that again. Okay, so what we'd like to see is this. First of all, there is no restitution, so that's not going to be an issue. But what we'd like to see is some proof that they have an adequate fence that will keep the dogs in. So if that requires them to come back with pictures.
Are these neighbors?
Apparently.
Well, they probably have some info on that too. Would it be good to get their info?
Absolutely.
They don't know, the defendants don't know that, or at least my client does not know the alleged victims. She wasn't there when it happened either, so she's not familiar with them.
But apparently they live in the neighborhood, so if they live in the neighborhood, they probably have some knowledge whether there's fencing or not.
We can provide pictures of proof that the fencing is, there was a fence before, they got out under a chain link fence. So they've secured that.
Well, it sounds like we need to have another pretrial anyway with the complainant party family giving some input as to what they want, what they'd be happy with, and if they think the situation's been rectified, so it doesn't happen again.
Actually, we did get their input already.
Okay, let's hear that then.
All right, so the mother says that the daughter was traumatized by this, having these 2 dogs come up and attack her. She's scared to go outside now. She wants to know what's going to happen with the dogs, and they will not be at court, but we're to keep them informed. They don't want to come to court. But we could require them to, obviously.
Yeah, then that means the case isn't going to get prosecuted if they're not going to come and testify.
Yes, and I suppose that they, obviously, if we subpoena them to court, they will come to court.
They can't have that.
They just weren't coming today.
Okay. Well, let's set it for another pretrial, and I would suggest that they be here for that.
You should be showing them.
Do you want to do that same date then, Mr.
That's whatever's fine with the state, Your Honor.
16? The 16, that's what we sent the other one.
Yes.
That should give the state enough time to get in touch with the other folks. August 16th for another pretrial. And we need a time waiver? Yeah, these are in force.
Yeah, we prepare time waivers.
Okay, so Ms. Burris, since you don't have a lawyer, I'll explain to you what this means. Is you have a right to make the state bring this case to trial within 30 days.
I couldn't hear you, Your Honor.
You have a right to make the state of Ohio bring your case to trial within 30 days.
Okay.
So that would be before August 16th.
Okay.
You can waive that right and agree, I don't want to make them bring me to trial in that time frame, and I want to have another pretrial on this August 16th. If you don't waive your time constraints, then they're just going to ask to have it set for a trial within the 30-day time frame.
I mean, it's a bunch of baloney is what it is, because I have a ring doorbell.
I asked you, do you want to waive your time constraints? If you don't, that's fine, I'll set a trial within the time constraints.
I mean, we're in this together, so I don't know.
Well, he can't be your lawyer because he's representing your daughter.
Right.
And you don't have a lawyer, so you're in effect representing yourself.
Okay.
So you got to give me a decision. Do you want to go to the 16th?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to have to waive your time constraints. Both parties are doing that. We'll come back August 16th and state endeavor to have the other party available then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
That'll be just during the period of the case. Is that correct?
I'm sorry?
The time waiver will just be for the period.
Yeah, between now and the 16th.
Thank you.
Can you get this?
State of Ohio versus Tanner Click, case number CRB 24391.
This is Mr. Smith's case, and it's a pretrial.
It is, Judge. I understand, to speak to Mr. Hill, they're having trouble getting hold of a witness by the name of Olivia in this case. Mr. Hill suggested set it out for the pretrial. They will issue a subpoena. If she doesn't show up at that time, the case will be dismissed.
Okay. You have a date in mind?
Any date except the 23rd of August, Judge. That's the one bad day.
'16th or 26th?
Either one, Judge, whichever's better for your calendar or docket.
Well, as of now, it's 26th, but that'll probably change by the time we get to
Okay. It always does.
August 26th.
August 26th.
The next pretrial.
Well, we gotta give her some good news. She said she forgot. See you later. Have a good night, you too.
Have a good one, everyone.
Hey, you can tell him if he gets your report, I'll restore him the bond. Okay. And his money back. Otherwise, he forfeits.
No, we need a phone number.
Oh, we didn't have the address either. They have her address, the address where this happened.
State of Ohio versus Scott Bryant. Mr. Thompson's case number CRB 24394.
All right, once don't you just have a seat, sir, because Mr. Thompson left the courtroom, so we'll call you when he comes back.
Okay.
He's your lawyer.
State of Ohio versus Kelly Bishop. That's number CRB 24375 and CRA 22347.
Your Honor, Mrs. Dement is on vacation this week. We talked about Ms. Bishop. I believe she's up on the video, appearing by video today. Ms. Dement gave me a letter. Did you get a copy of it?
Let's see. I've got one day of July 23rd. That's it. Yes. I do have.
There was a transportation issue, I think, with OVP at the moment. That's why Dement asked that to be done this way. And she also requested that the ankle monitor be removed, and then they'll transport her to get that done if the court orders that.
Where is she now?
OVP. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I have a note that she completed.
Well, actually, I have a certificate of completion in the file dated July 19th.
That's what I thought.
If that was a long day, it should be 29th instead.
She's due to complete on the 30th, is what the letter says, Your Honor.
Okay. She has also a felony. CRA 22347. Yeah, so that's still pending. Were you aware of that, Mr. Secretary?
I just had the pretrial pending, Your Honor.
Well, as far as I know, CRA 22347.
Yes, it's
Still pending.
Yes.
And it's a possession, felony possession charge.
It's a 23, Your Honor?
22.
Oh, I didn't see.
22347, but it looks like she was never served until, yeah, she didn't get arraigned on it until almost 2 years later, or less than 2 years later. June of 22 to June of 24.
So Your Honor, she's leaving OVP. I think we should set this for another date, and then see how she does at Phoenix Rising, and then also remove the ankle monitor, if that is.
What's the state's position on that?
As far as removing the ankle monitor, we would leave that up to the professionals as to whether she's ready for that. As far as continuing the case for her further completion of treatment, we're okay with that too. I don't have the felony case, but this is the way we would be treating it anyway, I think.
It's case number CRA 22347. 22347.
Your Honor, that's the best thing. And Mrs. Dement is the one that requested the ankle monitor be removed. She mentioned that on Friday, so.
Okay. OVP is in an agreement to remove her ankle monitor?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'll order it removed. She'll have to come into the court or to adult probation to get that done. Adult probation. Adult, go straight there, okay. And that at the common police court. And then I'll set another pretrial on all four cases. August 16th will be my preferred date.
Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. August 16th will be her next hearing, pretrial and preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, I wanted to make sure, my notes indicate that she pled guilty to the theft charge. Let's see, maybe I'm wrong. Right, she has not. So we do need that resolved.
We'll resolve that next time, Your Honor, and then we'll also, the prosecutor and I will speak about the felony charge, which I know he didn't have and I didn't have, so we'll get that resolved too.
Okay. Next hearing, August 16th, 10 o'clock. Well,
State of Ohio versus Brandon McClaskey, case number CRV 22565, CRV 22187. Your Honor, McClaskey is housed in Gary County Jail.
Yes, Your Honor, he's in Gary County Jail at the moment, so I just asked that we maybe set that out a little bit, or the court.
does he have other cases that are
Yes, he has a felony case with Mr. Morford.
He's already closed.
Yeah, so,
we have any idea when that's,
I believe it's set this week.
of this Wednesday?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, that means they're probably, I'm assuming, do they pick them up or do that by telephone? Well, if that's the case, we could set it for this Friday.
Yeah, we can set it for Friday.
Okay, so that's August 2nd. Okay, I'll set Brandon McClaskey for August 2nd.
Sounds good.
Here's Sean.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Mullins, case number CRB 24220. Aaron Mullins.
Mr. Stratton's case. It's not Central Noon, though, so maybe you want to...
Yeah, I've been texting with him this morning, Your Honor, so he knows to be here, so.
We'll call it later in the document.
Yeah, we haven't settled though.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Fields, case number TRC 20811 A and B.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes, this is Mr. Stratton's case set for pre-trial.
Thank you. Your Honor, we'll do that. We'll plead guilty to the amended charge of physical control, ask to be set for sentencing, allow her to get an assessment, and then go from there.
Okay, I'm going to allow the amendment from OVI, operating a vehicle intoxicated, to being in physical control of a motor vehicle intoxicated. So that's 4511.194. So what I want her to do today is go do a urine screen.
Okay.
And then, when we come back and I'll decide how, if we even need an assessment or how to go forward. So let's do a urine screen first and have her come back and we'll decide how to go forward.
Yep. So,
just go toward the probation office.
Yeah, John Major.
Ms. Fields, she needs a urine screen.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Turner, case number CRA 24457, CRB 23732, CRD 1562 A and B.
Your Honor, I believe it was Friday or, it was Friday, that's right. Friday, we were arraigned on a new charge. We were assessed by Bethesda that day. So, we have,
And Taylor is here somewhere, I believe.
yeah, I know she's here somewhere.
She sent me a text.
I put the police, like, the T's are in the back.
I think she's doing the evaluation.
There she is.
There she is.
Need your pleasure.
He missed his assessment and he approached me outside. We can try to get him in this week again.
I did mine.
You did, wrong one.
You want to make a phone call on that?
Can I please?
Okay, let's recall this and get a report on the assessment.
What's this stuff?
It was on the cheese.
I get my G's and my B's mixed up.
State of Ohio versus Rodney L. Spears, case number TRC 241169 A and B.
Strat's case, pretrial.
Your Honor, we don't have this resolved at the moment. I believe we have all the discovery that we need. Okay. May I approach?
Yes.
That's good.
So what they want to do is they want you to take it. This is, yeah.
How's the state going to proceed on this?
Your Honor, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it is not resolved yet on the one hand, but on the other hand, Mr. Spears is going to treatment, which is always a good thing. If he were to enter a guilty plea today, there was no test, okay? There was a crash and the officers built their case from there. If he were to plead guilty today, it's a first offense, and we would primarily want him to be successful in his treatment, and we would offer to recommend just the mandatory minimums if he were to be successful.
Your Honor, I think we'll probably have to just set this for a bench trial.
And there would also be, there's the ACDA also, so probably some issue as far as, well, it says he did not have financial responsibility, so I don't know whether he had insurance at the time. That would be something that could be resolved.
August 19th for trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 19th at 2 for trial.
State of Ohio versus William Leroy Tony, case number CRB 24432.
I think Mr. Tony, there you
Sorry,
are. Approach, Your Honor.
Yes.
Brianna also gave me a letter Friday for him also.
I've got it. July 23rd also?
Yes.
Yes, I do have it.
So, Your Honor, at this time, we'll just set for another date, see how it continues.
Well,
I'd like to get Brianna's.
Looking back through this file.
I know. I'd like to get Brianna's opinion on this.
Yeah, let me send her a copy of the urine screen from July 12th. He's still continuing at ODP, right?
Well.
For mental health?
Yes.
And he tested for several things other than marijuana.
Your Honor, I got the letter from Ms. DeMint on Friday. I didn't read it on Friday, to tell you the truth. And then I went over it the weekend, and we don't have an answer, and I'd like to set for another date so that she could be here and we could talk about it with her.
Your Honor, I don't know. I think what happened as far as him getting the drug screen done here in court was because he had originally entered a guilty plea, but then it was withdrawn. So we're kind of getting the cart before the horse here. We're interested in resolving whether there's going to be a finding of guilt or not. And so we either need to get it set for a trial or have him enter a guilty plea.
Okay, we'll just set it for trial then. I mean, we don't have the representative from OVP here today, so.
But you understand why that's kind of secondary to the.
Yeah, well, it's to the
reason why we're
forefront.
here.
Mr. Heald, it's always to the forefront until you want a guilty plea, and then you say guilty plea or trial, so let's just set it for trial, Your Honor.
Okay. 23rd?
August, yes.
August 23rd at noon?
Yes. We need to talk about this letter I got Friday. Yeah, stick around for a few. There you go. Okay.
August 23rd.
State of Ohio versus Corey Eastman, case number CRB 24247, CRB 24222. Corey Eastman.
Your Honor, I've contacted Cardinal, and I believe she's at Cardinal. Cardinal made it seem like she was there, but she's not here today. She wasn't here Friday, so I'm not sure why she's not here, and I'm not sure why Cardinals hasn't transported her.
Okay. We'll recall this to try to get a report from them as to what their status is.
When I talked to them, they wouldn't confirm to me whether she was there or not, and they asked me if I was from Ironton Municipal Court, but they had to release the Ironton Municipal Court, but not the Chesapeake Municipal Court. So that indicates that she is there.
I also tried to contact Corey the other day just to follow up with her. And I was unable to reach her. Her family said that they haven't seen her or heard from her in a while, so I'm not really sure. Was a little concerned myself.
She was inpatient at Cardinal and got with.
She was, but if you remember back a couple of weeks ago, they had a problem with her, and she was at the probation department that day. So I'm not sure what's going on with this just yet.
We're trying to check on it now to get an updated report from Cardinal. She was discharged or what happened.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Ian Geringer, case number TRD 241314, A, B, and C.
Hey, get your issues with the Kentucky license figured out?
Not yet, I haven't been able to get that done.
Okay. Your Honor, we still have some issues with this Kentucky license. If we can set this for another pretrial, you think we get in the next couple of weeks? Or?
Potentially, I've got a job interview on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then I've got to go down to the
DMV.
yeah.
Yeah, Your Honor, maybe a couple of weeks.
16th of August?
Yes.
Pretrial, 10 o'clock, August 16th.
Try to get that Kentucky license
No
right.
problem. All right. Thank you very much.
State of Ohio recalls Corey Easton, case number CRB 24247, CRB 24222.
I spoke with Cardinal, and she's back in custody. They're gonna send her for a mental health evaluation, and they've discharged her from services.
In Gallia County, or where is she?
I'm assuming she's in Lawrence County.
Okay.
I can check on that.
All right, well, thank you for the report. Let's go ahead and continue it to August. Let's see. Let's just put it on for this Friday, August 2nd.
Second, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Daniel Turner, case number CRA 24457, CRB 23732, PRD 1562 A and B.
I spoke with his counselor. He did contact him at 3:30 on Thursday morning when he got out of jail. We don't work in those hours, so he's gonna go see him today right after court.
Okay, so there wasn't an assessment then?
There was an assessment. He's technically in services. He just hasn't been in services.
Okay. Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, we just maybe set it in a week, or even this Friday if you want.
She's going to have an assessment today.
No, he's going for
Okay,
services.
let's do August 9th, maybe give us a little more time.
Okay.
Are you available then?
Yes, I would.
August 9th.
And we prepared
Thank
a
you, Your
time
Honor.
waiver too.
Yes, we'll waive time.
That's one we will have on Friday.
You know, if I may, I've called the jail about Corey Easton. She is not in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to put another case.
When I contacted
She's
Lawrence
not
County
regarding
Jail.
either.
Yeah.
They had her arrested.
I need to put another case.
Maybe she's in Gallia County.
But it may be Gallia County, or no, I mean, Soda County, Your Honor.
Well, she was at Cardinal and Gallipolis.
In Gallipolis, it may be down there, yes.
They may have charged her for something that happened.
Your Honor, I'll find out what jail she's in, and then we'll go from there on Friday.
State of Ohio recalls Jessica Fields, case number PRC 20811 A and B.
Okay. Negative screen, so.
Yep.
I won't require an assessment, as you have a negative screen today.
Okay.
Anything you want to tell me, ma'am, before I send this one?
No, not really.
Okay. I'll allow the amendment to physical control. I'll impose a $200 fine.
Did she plead
Court costs.
guilty?
Yes, she pled guilty to the physical control. And there was a sure clear distance ahead, and be a $10 fine on that.
Yes, we plead guilty to that.
Probably you need time to say.
Yes, sir.
Okay, level 5 probation, review hearing, January 21st of next year. So if you haven't paid by January 21st of next year, you gotta show up. That's the only way you can go to jail, is by not doing it, not showing up for a review.
Okay.
You get a warrant for not showing up. So just take care of it before you review, and you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Go meet with Mr. Major about your probation. It's non-recording, other than that one review hearing date.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus William T. Green, case number CRB 23686, CRB 23692, CRC 231715, A, B, and C. William T. Green.
Mr. Stratton's case as a pretrial.
Your Honor, I'm not sure why Mr. Green isn't here. He's been here every other hearing. Last time he'd done 1 day community service. This was a case where we were going to agree to reduce charges if he does community service first. I don't know if he's completed all that or not.
I would have to verify.
Well, he's not here, so more than 7 days?
7 days.
He's got 7 days to get in before one.
Yes.
Now, we have some other arraignments.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Sherry Hill, case number CRA 24463. Sherry Hill.
Okay, she was released from the jail on a signature bond. And in order to appear here today at 9 a.m. has failed to appear, so the bench warrant issued for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, case number CRB 24462. Melissa LeGrand.
Okay, on this case, there's actually no proof of service in the file, so it'll be passed.
State of Ohio versus Jared Stover, case number CRB 24461.
And so you're Jared Stover?
Yes.
They'll bring you a copy of the charge. The charge, 24461, alleges that Union Township, on July 28th, knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Peggy Justice. That's an assault charge. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, possibly.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
Heating and cooling?
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
$28 an hour.
Well, you're probably not going to qualify unless you have to.
No, I won't. I'll get my own.
Okay. How much time do you need to do that?
2 weeks?
Well, maybe longer than that. Let me see what the court's
Okay.
docket's like. Okay, let's go to 3.
Okay.
August 19th.
Okay.
Yes, that's 3 weeks from today. That's going to be your next hearing date. It'll be a pretrial that day at 10 o'clock. State asking for a protection order.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to issue a protection order. That's an order for you to stay away from Peggy Justice. Is that any problem for you? Stay away from her?
No, any problem.
Don't go around her, don't contact her, don't post things about her. And you're going to sign something that has all those terms in it. Wait around here, they'll bring you a copy out, and then take that to your lawyer. You're going to put down you will hire a lawyer.
Yes.
You've already posted a bond, so your bond is continued.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Not guilty plea is entered for you. Stick around, get a copy of the protection order, and you're free to go. Be back here August 19th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kendra Stone King, case number CRB 24468.
Ma'am, are you Kendra Stone King?
Yes.
Stone King is alleged at Fayette Township, July 27th. You knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to a person with the initials KN, which usually means they're a minor, and that person was either a member of your family or lived in your household. So that makes it a domestic violence charge, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charges?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
I probably don't qualify, so.
Okay, well, I don't, if you want to hire your own lawyer, I don't have to ask you any questions about your income. So I'm probably looking, I could do the 16th of August, which would be 2.5 weeks. The 19th, the 23rd is really busy. No, the 23rd is okay. So the 16th or after of August is when I'm setting hearing dates. Do you have a preference, Mr. Hill?
Well, Your Honor, this is a cross-filing. The juvenile is Ms. Stone King's daughter.
Okay.
And she's in the juvenile center right now. And she's going to have her initial appearance, I believe, today. And I'm urging them to set her hearing as quickly as possible. Now, Ms. Stone King's husband, who's the father, is here too. And apparently he's had some discussion with Jasmine about the situation, and I'd like to have his input on the issue of protection orders and things of that nature. Because what I'm told is that what he's going to say is that it's the daughter acting out which has caused the problem.
Okay, is Mr. Stone King here?
Yeah.
Okay, would you come up and talk to the prosecutor, please?
The young lady will not be released from the juvenile center today. So the issue of protection orders can be a very difficult thing since this is a family. They all live in the same place.
Yeah. I think what we need is, we need an advocate that can help all of us. Because I'm certainly not skilled in behavioral issues. I'm a stonemason, and she's our 13-year-old daughter. We have 2 other daughters in the house. So, you know, I don't know what to do. Well, certainly can't send my daughter out of the home, at least in my opinion, and can't send my wife out of the home. So I need somebody with a greater experience in behavioral issues or whatever to, you know, advocate for us, because if you want a chimney built, I can build it for you, but when it comes to determining what children do, it's out of my expertise.
So that's what I believe would be discussed, and I think that we understand that. I guess Mr. Stone King, which I guess that's an appropriate name for you.
Yeah, that's my last name. Oh yeah, appropriate, yeah, I get it. It's a curse.
I guess my question is, if both your wife and your daughter were back in the same home, are we going to have potential for more violence at this point?
Well, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, and if I did, I wouldn't use it. I would hope that, you know, I can't foretell the future.
Is it your daughter's misbehavior that's the, in
Yeah,
your opinion?
we have her in counseling, but she's, I mean, they have her on medication. We have good days, we have bad days. We used to have good days every other day. We used to have bad days every day. Now we get one bad day a week. And unfortunately, this has been the worst day in 9 years.
How old is she?
13.
I also have record where we had to call the sheriff once before back in February for a similar episode, but at that time they just kind of provided education to her.
I think that the issue of making sure that there's no further violence in the home is mostly going to rest with the issue of how the juvenile court decides to handle the situation as far as whether the young lady would be staying there at the juvenile center or go to some sort of program or advocate or suggest some sort of family counseling, something of that nature.
I would think, Your Honor, that if, at the least, we can let her just remain where she's at until we can determine what's the next appropriate step. Certainly, there's people qualified, maybe more qualified than her previous representation. Her previous representation, we have cut that off because it's just the instructions are not wise. Once again, I'm not skilled in that profession, but
You're not asking that your wife be ordered not to come around you or the home?
no, I mean, that's our kids. When do I abandon my kid? According to the state of Ohio, the only way I can lose custody of my child or her is if neglect or abandonment, and both of those are very hard to prove.
Okay. No protection order will be issued.
Can we allow her to remain there for, you know, another short period until at least we get an advocate that can speak to us about the next step?
It's going to be up to the other court. I don't have jurisdiction over juveniles, so there's a specific court that has jurisdiction over juveniles, and that hearing is today?
Is it today?
At 1:30.
Okay. So you could bring that up to the probate juvenile judge, and she'll make an order about that, but I'm not going to order.
Once again, I don't know, Your Honor, if, not to interrupt, if that's even the appropriate, this is all foreign to me, so.
I understand. The only person in front of me is Kendra, so I'm not going to restrict her liberty. I mean, she's free to go home and interact with the child as far as I'm concerned. It'll be up to probate juvenile court if they want to make some other arrangements. So, and I understand the state's in agreement with that.
We are, and I just want to also make sure that everybody understands that I'm not trying to prejudge this any one way or another. However, the way it's been presented to me is in such a way that I can be ensured for right now that the two are not going to be in contact with each other, at least for the short term. And it's a situation that just looks like what we're being told, that we've got discipline issues in the home. I can't be sure of that. I don't want to find out that Ms. Stone King is the aggressor and the bad person, but we have to leave everything open until we know all the facts. But we also want there to be peace in the home.
Okay, I'm going to set the next hearing for August the 19th at 10 o'clock. It'll be a pretrial then. No protection orders issued. Not guilty pleas. Okay, you're free to go.
State of Ohio recalls Aaron Mullins, case number CRB 24220.
Mr. Stratton's case, this is the one that was set for trial today.
It is, Your Honor. He's been here for a while. He just didn't hear his name earlier.
Sorry about that.
Your Honor, I understand that the state is willing to set this off 90 days, and if there's no problem, the case will be dismissed. We'll also agree to a protection order until those 90 days are up.
And the payment of court costs.
And payment of court costs. Yeah, payment.
And I spoke with the alleged victim yesterday.
You don't have to pay those today.
Oh, and they were here actually today also, and he's in favor of this.
Okay.
This will take care of it all.
So October 28th,
October 28th, yes.
time waiver.
Yes, we'll waive time.
Be dismissed then if there's no further problems and court costs are paid.
Sign both of those right there.
Judge, what's the case number?
Your Honor, we're ready to go to Lawrence County Jail.
All right, you're good? Yeah, just wait for that.
State of Ohio versus Richard B. Flowers, case number CRB 24465.
Just a second, wire.
Come back to that when they come on the screen.
State of Ohio versus Scott Bryant, case number CRB 24394.
It's Mr. Thompson's case. And Mr. Flowers will be with you tomorrow.
Jack Lawless.
Here. May we approach him?
Yes.
No, stay back. Okay, so Your Honor, I found out that this gentleman has a sister who lives in a different place and that she might be at least a temporary solution. Apparently, he's staying there now. Time and have a discussion about how things are going to get resolved.
And is he currently getting treatment?
Tell the judge what treatment you're getting.
Nurses.
Are you on medication?
Yeah, I got diabetes.
Okay, what else? Diabetes? What else?
Just, I take depression medicine.
Okay, he's on mental health drugs.
Is that somewhat less local here to the area? Pretty good. And your current?
Ironton.
Ironton?
Well, that's where,
That's where you're talking.
That's
I'm
where-
sorry, you're asking about his doctors?
Yes.
Are they local? Who do you
Yes,
see?
yes, they are.
Where do you go?
I stay home.
What's the name of the facility or doctor?
Shawnee.
Oh, Shawnee.
Shawnee Mental Health.
Okay. Well, I guess he should continue with that. The problem with them is they're never very cooperative about giving information to the court.
Yeah.
What's your sister's name?
Amy. Yeah.
Amy, what's the last name?
Meddings.
Meddings?
D-D-I-N-G-S.
Thank you. Can you have her at the next hearing? Can you have her here at the next hearing?
Just make sure.
She works a lot. I don't go, yeah.
Just make sure you call me.
Okay.
August 19th?
Did you say 12?
12:30. Okay. Is that a Monday? I'm sorry.
It is Monday.
Thank you.
August 19th will be the next hearing for a pretrial, 10 o'clock. Okay, now we're back to the jail for Richard Flowers. And that's who's appearing on screen. Or, sir, are you Richard Flowers?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me okay, Mr. Flowers?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. You're appearing in the court on a television monitor, and what you say and your image are actually both being recorded. So if you admit something about your case, it could be used against you. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make a state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with a theft offense from Walmart. Alleged this happened on July 26th in Fayette Township, that you tried to take control of the property belonging to Walmart without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Does it, what do I need to say? Like, I'm trying to get, what I was trying to do was bond, see about getting an OR bond so I can get back to the methadone clinic Monday.
Okay, well, we're going to deal with bond here shortly. So are you working? Do you have a job?
Yes, sir, I do.
Where do you
It's
work?
it's under the table, but I do.
What do you do under the table?
Scrap metal.
Okay, so you just work for yourself and you're not
I
working?
work for my own. It's a daily thing, except for Fridays, or Saturdays and Sundays.
What do you make in an average week?
3 to 500.
Okay. Do you have any children?
My mom, technically, I know she's not a child, but she's borderline dementia. And it's just getting to the point where I have to help her with a lot of things. And I know that's why I'm regretting this so bad, man. I'm an idiot. I had no business doing what I did at Walmart. I just fell short on funds, and I thought I had an easy way out. I regret it severely, but I need to be.
All right, Mr. Thompson, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Flowers. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Flowers?
Your Honor, Mr. Flowers, having given his reason for needing out of jail to go to the methadone clinic, kind of raises a red flag a little bit. We want to see his well-being.
Well, I haven't started, am I allowed?
Please, don't talk.
So what we would want, as a condition of his release on OR bond, is to go right into some sort of treatment, whatever it is that he needs.
You haven't started at the methadone clinic yet?
My girlfriend who is here with us too right now, she has already started the clinic, and I would love to, if you guys would make this possible, I would like to go with her. Because she's already in the methadone clinic, she's already started. All I have to do is go up and take my blood, so they can do the blood examination, whatever it is they do, and then I'm in. That's all I have to do.
Well, I would never recommend somebody starting the methadone clinic that hadn't already been there taking it, so. You want to talk to him and then we'll decide how we're going to get along bond.
Okay.
Okay, your lawyer's going to call down, talk to you, and then we'll have you back out and we'll finish up on bond as to what the conditions would be. I would like to see him, my personal preference would be to see him do other treatment other than the methadone clinic.
What if it's in addition to?
Well, he hasn't started the methadone clinic, so I would never agree for somebody to start it.
But the reason I would like to start is because of heroin.
Well, there's other options other than methadone. And locally, I have zero confidence in the methadone clinics that we have locally. Zero. Less than zero. So that case will be recalled.
What's the name on that, Your Honor? Is it Bowles? Or Flowers? Oh, you got it.
Don't walk off with her. Flower.
So does this mean I'm not going to be released today?
Means you're going to talk to your lawyer, then we're going to come back.
State of Ohio versus Trevor Hodge, case number CRA 2378, CRA 2379, and Kayla Kinzer is on deck.
Trevor Hodge. You're Trevor Hodge, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hodge, I'm Judge Capper at Lawrence County Municipal Court. It looks like he failed to appear for a review hearing a year ago, July 3rd of 23, and that was on a theft conviction. Got a warrant issued, and that's why you're in jail now. You did do 24 hours of community service. But you didn't come, it's alleged you didn't come to your review hearing and you didn't pay off your fines or finish your community service.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the allegation?
Yes, sir.
Do you admit or deny you failed to appear for your review hearing?
I admit that.
Do you have an explanation as to why you didn't come to your review hearing?
No, sir.
How long have you been in jail?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been in jail now?
I was in Western Regional for about a week, and I've been here for, this will be my second day here.
Okay, so you got something in common police court then too? Or is this?
I thought, can I?
Your Honor, I actually represent Mr. Hodge in Common Police Court. He does have an arraignment on Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
So I believe there's probably a holder, because he had a warrant out of that court as well.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do then, not to hold him up from common pleas, if you're agreeable, and you were actually off the case, but now he can disagree with this, I'll sentence him to time served for failure to come, give him a new review hearing, and then let common pleas deal with it.
Do you understand that, Mr. Hodge? He's just going to send you for time served on your municipal stuff, and then you still have to, you'll be presented on Wednesday from Judge Ballard for your arraignment.
Okay, so without you getting help,
No, you're on a holder out of Common Police Court.
That's going to be up to Judge Ballard,
Yes,
we'll have to deal with him.
We'll have to, because you had a bond out of Judge Ballard, so he may decide he wants a cash and surety for you when come Wednesday, since you go to appear in that court as well.
Okay, understood. I'm sorry, I did have one question. I thought that the charge he had dropped was the drug charge, whenever I was going to court.
It left here to go to Common Police Court to grand jury. That case is pending in Common Police Court. That's the one that you failed to appear for.
Okay.
So you'll be arraigned on Wednesday.
Whatever, he had a fine too, I think. I'm showing 260.
That was right, because then it's $2 warranty.
Yeah. Okay, your next, I'm going to give you a new review hearing date. If you're still in jail, I'll see you just like this. If you're out of jail, you got to get yourself to the court in Chesapeake on that date. We'll make it the last Friday in August, August 30th. And that'll be a review hearing. So if you don't show up, I'll issue another warrant for you. You got to take care of business in both courts. You got cases in both Ironton and here in Chesapeake. August 30th is your next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Kayla Kinzer, case number CRB 24464. David Mills is on deck.
All right, ma'am, you're Kayla Kinzer.
Yes.
Ms. Kinzer, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. This is the hearing to tell you what your charges are, take a plea, set bond. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, what you say is all being recorded. It's going on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right not to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have one appointed. If you can't afford one, to have bail to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. The charge is theft from Walmart. It's alleged this happened on July 26th of this year in Fayette Township. Maximum penalty for it is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
How much is the bond?
I haven't said a word about bond yet.
Okay, fine.
Do you understand the charge that you're facing?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to it? You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Those are your three choices. No contest means you don't want to fight the charge, Do you agree you can be found guilty if I think the state's evidence they say they have is enough to convict you? So 99 times out of 100, it's going to result in a guilty finding. Do you understand that? When you enter a no contest plea, most people are going to be found guilty on a no contest plea. There's not much difference between, you're not putting up any defense at all to the charge. In agreeing, you can be found guilty.
Then I don't want to do that.
Well, if you don't know what to do, not guilty is the safest plea here.
Okay.
I'll enter a not guilty plea, and this is the co-defendant of the previous gentleman that, is that Roger or Tyler? Lance, okay, it's Lance, okay, so we can't. All right, Mr. Tyler Smith, I'll appoint you to represent Kayla Kinzer. She has a co-defendant who also pled not guilty. Lance Thompson's representing, and he's calling to talk to him at the jail now. Also has a Huntington address. What's the state's position on bond for Ms. Kinzer?
I'm trying to remember what we talked about with Mr. Flowers. Was he the one?
Methadone.
Yeah.
He says she's already in the methadone clinic and he wants to go there.
All right, so what we would want is the same as that case. We want her to be evaluated to see whether she needs to have treatment or not, and condition our OR bond on release to treatment.
Okay, I'm going to let your lawyer call down and talk to you, Ms. Kinzer, about that, and we'll come back and discuss your bond after that's happened. Just take the court's file.
State of Ohio versus David L. Mills, case number CRB 23758, and Andrew Curry is on deck.
This is Mr. Smith's case. Had been Mr. Smith's case.
Yes.
And he was at Southern Hope and got a bad report there.
He was at RRS, and there's a bed available, I understand, Friday at Southern Hope, but Judge Cummings thought he should spend the weekend in jail and have you address it because he had some...
Okay, so it was RRS where he got the bad report.
I believe, yes, and Southern Beds wanted to take him, but he thought he needed to stay in jail for the weekend and, I guess, reflect on his situation. But I think Southern Hope is still willing to take him, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
And they've got a bed.
Okay, what type of activities was he engaged in when
He was non-compliant with the program guidelines, had some anger and aggression issues.
I think, did he graduate? He was in sober living?
He was in sober living.
Yeah, he
yes.
graduated, but then he's in sober living where the difficulties ensued over work, I believe, or...
He had requested a date to come to outpatient, was granted that day, wanted his court date moved up, so I texted you, had that happen. He was going to be put on behavior contract, refused to sign it, so I just had him brought to the courthouse.
Okay, why should I think things are going to be any different if you go to Southern Hope, Mr. Mills? Why should I believe we're going to get a different outcome if you go to Southern Hope than what we had at RRS?
Because that's where my sponsor is, and that's where, they're out for you, not like RRS. Like, I didn't ask for that court date, that's obvious.
You didn't ask for what?
My court date was to August 16th, but I didn't ask for no court date. Like they're trying to say.
If I understand correctly, the court at August 16th, you wanted it moved up sooner, is that correct?
No.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
That was my counselor that I asked to change ever since I've been there, like the individual days from the get-go. I got in trouble for having my daughter's birthday party. because they said I wasn't budgeting money. I just got my license like 3 weeks ago.
I'm reading the report from July 25th. Okay, I'll allow the transfer and can be picked up by Southern Road, but I want to see him pretty quick to see what kind of.
Yes, sir, I'm good. Any day but the 23rd, I'm back here.
Okay, the 16th,
That'd be fine.
which was his original review hearing date anyway. So we're back to August 16th, we'll call the pretrial one review at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Indeed, released only 270.
Stable High versus Andrew Curry, case number CRB 23-464 A, B, and C, CRB 23-463, CRB 23-291, CRB 23-61, CRB 22-351, and Melissa LeGrand is on deck.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, this is another one where we were here on Friday. Mr. Curry had been with Bethesda. That didn't work out through a series of events that aren't completely clear to me, but there were some problems. He is no longer at Bethesda. He has been accepted by Hometown Recovery for inpatient. They have a bed for him. It was our he had an ankle monitor on at Bethesda. Judge Cremines wanted to leave it to you, the question of whether to put an ankle monitor back on him. If you wish to do so, it probably would have happened on Friday anyway, so we set it for today. I don't know if ankle monitors are available. I'm not sure if the court's looking for an ankle monitor in this case. If they are, I would just ask that we formally enter an OR ball with ankle monitor if that hasn't been done, which I don't believe it was done last week.
What's the state's position?
We're okay, I guess. Hopefully, he'll stay there and be successful. And I don't even, at this point, have the file out and to know what cases are still pending and.
Well, he's got three felonies, 23-464 A, B, and C. And there's a bunch of misdemeanors over time, all with 23 case numbers.
I think the misdemeanors are all post-conviction at this point. There is at least an open dumping that is pending.
I think that's the felony.
Progress has been made on cleaning that up. It looks like I saw some pictures on Friday. That's something that, I think we're working toward getting that situation dealt with. So as far as that goes, but.
Well, I feel like if he had GPS, which he did at Bethesda, I think he needs to have it at Hometown also. And at some point, his case will just have to go on to the common pleas because we've been mulling him around for a long time and not making much progress.
It's supposed to be on 8.
So I'll order him released to hometown recovery with ankle monitor. And let's put it, are you available the 16th?
I believe I am. Let me make certain of that.
It was set for the 19th already, I don't know.
Oh, actually, that was another thing. It is actually already set for the 19th.
I want to move it up.
Okay, that's fine. We left that day in place. So if we move it from the 19th to the 16th, are we going to then vacate the 19th, or are we going to keep both?
I'll change it to his hearing dates to August 16th. Order he be released to hometown recovery, but only with an ankle monitor in place. Yeah, except there is a felony, so it'll be a 20-year thing on that.
And I prepared a time waiver on that. I don't have all the case numbers right this minute.
Adult probation.
I don't think the time frame is necessary. We've already waived time until the 19th. You can set that date.
Without any name.
I mean, I'll sign it, but I think it's unnecessary. I don't know that it has the case numbers on it.
I'll put the case number on.
I can give you the case number if you want. 20, CRB 23463, CRB 23291, CRB 2361, CRB 22351, and the felony is CRA 23464.
Thank you.
Okay, August 16th is the next one.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, case number CRB 24462. Richard Flowers is on deck.
And ma'am, are you Melissa LeGrand? Ms. LeGrand, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. And your image and what you say is being recorded at the court, so if you admit things about your case, they can be used against you, those admissions. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to have bond set. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, yes, sir.
You're charged with criminal damaging. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. States alleging that on July 29, by any means you created a risk of physical harm to property of Peggy Fraley without the right to do so. So that's criminal damaging. Second-degree misdemeanor carries a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, a $750 fine. That's the most that can happen. Do you understand the charge?
Yes. Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to the charge?
I'm guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, sir.
Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you.
Who?
Mr. Morford.
That's great.
Here in the courtroom, he heard your arraignment.
Okay.
He's going to be your lawyer, been not guilty for you. She has a Chesapeake address. You live in Chesapeake?
Yes, sir.
State Route 243?
Yes, sir.
Any opposition to an OR bond?
Yes. I'd like to have one.
I'm asking the prosecutor.
We're not opposed to no OR bond, Your Honor.
I figured you wouldn't be opposed to it.
Kind of wondering why she's actually in jail on this.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you sign a $1,000 signature bond.
Okay.
And we're gonna set a hearing date for you.
Okay.
August. 16th of August.
Oh, you don't want it.
The 15th?
16th.
16th. I'm here, Judge.
Okay, Ms. LeGrand, your next hearing is gonna be August the 16th.
Okay.
This is your only notice. You can call a court or check online and pull up your case to verify your hearing date if you forget. Mr. Warford's your attorney. He needs a way to get in touch with you. Do you have a phone number where he can reach you?
I know they stole my phones.
So you have no way yet. Is there some way he can get in touch with you about your case?
You can call my aunt.
What's her name?
Becky Shuff.
Shuff?
Yes.
What's her phone number?
740-643-2334.
What was her first name, ma'am?
Becky. Becky Shuff. Correct.
Thank you, Judge.
Becky Shuff is your aunt, so he can call her to get in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay, then you gotta be, you know where the court is in Chesapeake.
Yes, sir.
You gotta be here on the 16th at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Richard Flowers of the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24465, and Kayla Kinzer is on deck.
This is Mr. Thompson's case.
Yes, Taylor was setting up details for an assessment. Can I just peek out here real quick?
Sure. Richard Flowers.
Yeah, I talked to him on the phone. We can take him. I feel like he needs residential treatment. There's some extensive use, but he did say something about a job, but I think it's under the table.
Working for a So you're recommending inpatient? And he's entered a not guilty plea. Mr. Hill?
Well, I mean, I think that the professionals know what to do. If it turned out that once you got him in residential, that maybe you reassessed him, that, you could do that too, right? You may say, well, maybe he doesn't need residential.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible anyway,
I
right?
think he admitted to heroin.
Yeah, he about 2 grams a day, so it's possible. I just don't
Okay.
think it's possible
All
in this
right.
situation.
Well, I thought maybe you were being a little bit equivocal, but we want him to be, I mean, he was gonna go to the methadone clinic, so he knows he has a problem.
Right.
And this is a better solution than the methadone clinic, because he could be on that for years.
And we do offer MAT, we just do not offer methadone.
Understood. Okay, I'll release him to inpatient only to Bethesda. $2,000 OR bond. Set his next hearing for August the 16th as a pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And what we would like also is some progress on the issue of whether he's going to plead to the theft or whether he's going to want a trial. So if we can make some progress on that, it would be
Okay, you'll be released to go to inpatient at Bethesda today.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Kayla Kinzer, case number CRB 24464, at the Lawrence County Jail.
This is the code.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith represents her.
Your Honor, I talked with Ms. Kinzer. It looks like, based on what the state offered, and there's a code on this, that OR bond should need to be assessed. She's a West Virginia resident, so she'll need to be assessed for, I don't know what she'll qualify for until she's assessed, and then there'll be from there. So I don't know who, I know that Bethesda just did that one, since she's a West Virginia resident, I guess that limits to who can take her Medicaid.
Well, we're okay with that. We just, I guess, I think it'd be appropriate that there be an assessment before we make any further decisions.
We just need to find someone that can do it.
We have an agency that's willing to assess Ms. Kinzer. She has a West Virginia Medicaid card, and she's been in the methadone clinic.
ODB probably, can I check and see if we have an available bed right now?
Okay. Someone can call the jail then to do that?
Yeah, I'll have our call center call in, and speak with her. It's Kinzer, right?
Kayla Kinzer, Kinser.
All right, thank you.
We'll recall it later in the day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Danielle Lynn, Justice here at the court, case number CRB 24126, PRD 24520.
And this is the one I got text on that I forwarded to you all today.
I sent you a screenshot of the voicemail I got from her on Sunday, and I also spoke with her last Sunday. And to say it's bizarre is, it's still extremely unstable. I talked to her mom, and they're trying to stabilize her. I'm not for sure where we're at with it, and maybe we could come back in a little bit. And
Which facility is she?
she's at River Park.
River Park.
River Park. Well, it sounds like that's a appropriate place for her.
Yeah.
When do you want to come back?
Well, the prosecution had said that this may be fodder for dismissal at some point. Just wanted to track her a little bit further, so maybe.
A month to get her meds straight. I mean, I think that's the best that we can do at this point.
Where is she now?
River Park.
Any indication of how long she'll be?
She told me last week she was going to be released, but she didn't get released.
Do you have a suggestion then, Mr. Thompson? Is when-
Just a month out is fine, Monday. We're in contact with Danielle.
Frequently.
August 26th?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
Thank you.
August 26th will be the next meeting.
State of Ohio versus Zachary R. Dement, case number CRB 23101, CRD 222057, A, B, and C, CRB 22553, CRB 22506.
Motion to approve, Your Honor.
Yes.
Everything he's supposed to be doing.
No, I'm in
No,
2.1
he
right now.
graduated. He's in
Yeah, I
civil.
graduated.
Zachary, pretrial.
Josh, can you? Thank you, sir. He just wants to look at it. I don't know, whatever he chooses.
Yeah. Good. Copy that. Looks like all of his cases are resolved. He's working on complying with probation, I guess. Question. Okay, he's been getting consistently good reports, so that's, yeah, this is on 23-101, it's showing as a pretrial, but it looks like there was a sentence imposed on that, wasn't it? 23-101, let's see. Yeah. So I think these could all be converted to review hearings.
One has not been sentenced.
On which one?
23101.
Oh, well, there's something in there that looks like a sentence. What is that?
Attendance entry and a pretrial.
Okay. Pull up the previous screen you had. Behind this green screen, the blue screen. There.
I see what you're talking about.
It's actually in the file. Yeah, March the 6th, that was,
Sorry, I didn't tell him.
Oh, there it is. It was in 2023.
yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so I think all we need to do here is for him, he's got fines and court costs and that sort of thing to do. He's done really well on his treatment. I want to see him continue with that. But I think we could just put these on the review docket going forward.
Congratulations. Thank you.
So let's go into September.
Should we talk to him about probation? Just wait.
September 6th.
That's them, gotta tell them.
September 6th will be his review hearing, 9 o'clock on all his cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor?
Good job.
He's been in residential, and it sounds like the provider is in agreement that outpatient might work as well now.
Whatever they recommend.
He's in sober living currently. He's been with us a little over 6 months, and he is wanting to get closer to home to his kids.
Okay.
So if he's wanting to transfer to like another agency that sits in within this court, we wouldn't have a problem with it for general outpatient.
Okay, do we have a preference as to,
He wants to go to RRS.
okay, speak with Mr. Gwynn about that, and so I'll make a note of that. Outpatient with RRS.
Yes.
Okay, good job.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Shannon Boggs, case number TRC 194045.
Or if I may, Mr. Boggs, Mr. Boggs approached me and wanted to do a urine screen ahead of his court hearing. I'm not, Mr. Morford or Mr. Hills is aware of what the outcome was, but he tested positive for methamphetamines and amphetamines today.
In this case, it's still pending. We need to either set it for trial or have some sort of resolution.
Did you want to go into treatment? Did you go to treatment? Huh? You have to go into treatment.
You need to talk, Mr. Morford?
Yes, please, Judge.
We'll recall it later in the document.
State of Ohio versus Trevor Dement, case number CRV 24344, CRA 23514, CRA 23380, CRV 21167, CRA 2321, CRV 2322.
Who is this?
Trevor's now. My approach.
Yes. I think I've got it.
Oh, you may have.
Yeah, I've got it. Okay. Yes. Maybe this lady, do you know anything about Corey Easton?
What's the name again? I'm sorry.
Corey Easton?
I have some information on that, Your Honor.
Okay.
She is through, the ankle monitor's through Ironton Municipal. She left there, that she's got some mental issues, and they are in contact with her looking to get her placed. I've not talked to John, Mr. Kincaid, or anybody there yet, but I've reached out and I've got a report on her, and it's on my desk.
But she's not in custody?
She is not in custody in any facility.
Okay, and she's not in jail?
She's not in jail, no.
Okay, thank you. She had been a cardinal, that's right. But the one in Galport,
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, looks like a pretty positive report. Mr. Dement is asking whether the court thinks it would be possible for him to switch to outpatients and start working again. I think we do have a pile of old cases that he could maybe need to be making some payments on at some point, and/or community service. So, I mean, that would help with those issues.
What's the provider for?
Well, he just brought this to my attention, so I don't know what their position on that is.
We would have to staff that first, we have staffing on Thursdays to discuss that option.
Okay, so that's something they would need to look at when they have, I guess, like a treatment team meeting. What I would ask to that end then is that if the court were just, which I think this is basically the court's standing order, is that he do what the treatment facility says. So if the treatment facility says he's ready to go to outpatient, then he could move on at that point. If they say he's not, he's going to have to stick with the program until they say he's ready.
That's generally the way I handle it, unless it's really a compelling reason to go against providers' recommendation.
So I would ask you to raise that issue, and if that's where it works out, then they'll work with you on that. And if not, then you need to stick it through a little bit longer.
Okay. We can come back sooner to see if there's going to be a change in recommendation.
I'm not here Friday, but I'm here a lot of days after that, so basically
16th?
Almost any day after that.
August 16th?
I'm on the docket, Your Honor.
Okay. Set Mr. Dement's cases for August 16th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all for now.
Oh, yeah, we need to set the trial.
What trial? I can talk to Melissa if they want to reset it until delivery back. So
State of Ohio versus Larry Ferris, case number CRB 24291.
Mr. Steyer's case, if approved.
what is this?
Oh, no, no thing.
What is it though? That's what I'm asking.
Paid for the,
You paid for it?
paid for it. Yeah.
Okay. Here's where he paid for the surgery.
A lot of records.
Yeah.
So you saying he's on a restitution?
He's saying, yeah, he's going on. Thinking about taking the first thing. Like I said, that. Your Honor, there's a restitution issue. Mr. Ferris has brought some information indicating that this involved a surgery on a vet bill, basically. Mr. Ferris has given me some indication that he's paid the vet bill. State doesn't have that information necessarily, so I think we need to maybe continue this one more time, look at the question. We would waive time constraints to accomplish that.
Hey, Luke. The,
You have contact information?
yeah, we do. As a matter of fact, we brought in, this is where it was done, Tri-State Animal Yard. We already have the restitution information to Did you make copies of this?
No, he just handed it this minute ago. when I was-
No, but I mean of this.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. Do you want to get a copy
Sure,
of
I
that?
can copy of that.
So anyway, we do have the restitution figure, and we can get a copy of it.
Receipts from the same facility?
They don't appear to be, so I'm gonna need to probably look at this a little bit further. So again, I think at this point, probably be worth continuing this one more time, seeing where things are, and seeing if I can understand what's going on, because my understanding, well, like I said, I'm seeing two different facilities. There's obviously, there's not an overlap here. I need to figure out what's happening.
August 23rd.
I'm available that day, Your Honor.
August 23rd is the next pretrial.
You have that, you need to write that down for you. Can you stick around while we make a copy of this stuff? So that I can take and sit down with both sides and figure out what's going on. There you go. I'll copy this and get it back to you in a couple minutes. Just wait around for me. I've got a couple more cases.
State of Ohio versus Brendan G. Rude, case number CRB 24254, AB and C.
Stiers case 7.
Good report. Good job. He's taking some good steps in the right direction.
Good report.
Thank you.
Pretty good report. I'm figuring it's probably not quite where we want to end up, so assuming we want to come back, but I was thinking, just let the court state, let us know how far out they want to go at this point.
Maybe 6 weeks or so.
Okay, so 6 weeks puts us September, would be September 2nd, would be about 6 weeks. That's a Labor Day, so we could do the 3rd, we could do the 9th.
Let's do the 9th. Is that agreeable?
It is, Your Honor. Put that on my calendar.
Next hearing is September 9th.
Good job.
Pretrial.
Keep up.
Good work, Mr. Rude.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Winslow, case number CRB 2427. Aaron Winslow.
Your Honor, you may recall this matter is one that was to be dismissed upon payment of court costs. Mr. Wenzel here a week or so ago asked for more time to pay the costs, assured us he could get them paid by the end of last week. We set it for today to check on that. As of this morning, checking with the clerks, it hasn't been paid. Now there's a possibility it was paid using the online system and just hasn't posted yet. Can't speak to that. Haven't been able to get hold of Mr. Wenzel, and he doesn't appear to be here.
Okay, he's got, if it's paid online, then it'll be dismissed, otherwise it'll be a warrant issued in 7 days
Thank you.
for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Donald Knight, case number TRC 24750. This is separate sentencing.
Set for sentencing.
Knight needs another couple weeks or a month to do the 3-day class.
Couple weeks.
And my notes were, was he gonna get an assessment at Bethesda, or? What's your notice, didn't you?
He tested positive and is going to treatment. That's what I didn't specify where, but
Your Honor, we did set up an assessment with him, and he was not able to make it, so we are going to set something up for this week.
Okay. Have you seen the screen?
I have not.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Thank you.
August 5th?
Or if you want to go shorter period of time, we could do 1 week.
I think that is, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
It is 1 week.
August 5th.
August 5th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's good.
State of Ohio recall Shannon Boggs, case number TRC 194045.
yeah, tell him. Sorry. Yeah, tell him thanks.
Judge, I've talked to Mr. Heald, and I believe Mr. Heald would be agreeable to waiving the jail time if Mr. Boggs were to go into treatment and successfully complete treatment.
Inpatient, we're talking about. Inpatient.
We have not had him assessed, Judge. He says he has 2 jobs pending right now that he's working, that he wants to finish.
How does he pay for medical services?
Medicaid. Medicaid?
Is an Ohio Medicaid card?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
And he lives where?
Chesapeake.
Chesapeake?
Yes, sir. Yes, Judge.
Okay. I have you speak to Mr. Gwynn from RRS about treatment. So is there going to be a change of plea then at this point, or is that the understanding, this delay sentencing?
That's would be what we would propose. And, you know, here's the thing, this is a 2019 case, and Mr. Boggs has got to be plenty tired of this thing that's on his back. He needs to get it off of him. The quicker the better. So we'd want him to go ahead and plead, and we would recommend a minimum sentence if he's successful in treatment, which we want him to be.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he had almost 4 years where he was out of pocket from June of 20 to April of 24.
We'll have a change of plea, Judge.
Okay. Is that correct, Mr. Boggs?
Yes, sir. Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. I'm going to delay sentencing, let you go treatment, and what I can do on your sentencing will, the better you do, the better I can do on your sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So Mr. Gwynn is here from RRS, so when you speak with him, get that started. come back for a sentencing hearing in approximately a month, and we'll see how you've been doing. They're going to give me a report as to how you're doing. Let's make it the 26th, August 26th, that's a Monday, last Monday in August.
Good then.
Okay. See Mr. Glenn before you leave.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Precious Marie Smith, case number CRA 24441A and B, PRD 241476. Precious Smith.
She's, here, Your Honor.
Okay, she's online, and Mr. Stiers is online. She's inpatient at OVP. Mr. Stiers is in court now. Precious Smith is on teleconference. She's
Okay.
at OVP inpatient.
Yes, and I don't know if you have a copy, but OVP provided last week a letter from Ms. Smith.
I do not have that.
You do have that?
I do not.
Okay. I'll leave, show Mr. Pio real quick, I apologize.
Okay, so she's really just getting started. So can we get it? Is this my copy or?
You can have that copy, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, it's a good start. She's finishing up, I think it's August 22nd. Then what's the plan? Need a plan after that? You start talking about it?
Yeah, Marie said that she was gonna meet with her sometime this week, just to touch base with her and try to get some thoughts on what she plans to do for after Garrett respond and, kind of give some recommendations for further treatment.
Okay.
I'm here on the 19th, Your Honor, if you want to come back then. That's a little bit before she's expected to graduate, and we can take a look at where the plan goes from there and make further arrangements.
All right, I agree. August 19th is going to be your next hearing, right before your completion date.
Thank you, sir.
And can you make sure Bree knows about that?
Yes.
Thank you.
August 19th, 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, what's the case number?
This case number is 24441.
Thank you.
My car, the last court date we had, we didn't come up with anything on what to do about that.
I provided Ms. DeMett with an entry that allowed release of the car upon payment of towing fees. There's really nothing else we can do but that.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you can get over there, get someone over there to pay the towing fees, the car will be released.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Wyatt Christopher Storms, case number CRA 24345. Wyatt Christopher Storms.
May we approach?
Yes. Treatment. Money down there to get back up here on the cross. Down in Mississippi. That is being evaluated. So that's what I'd like to do because he does get back and try to do it sometimes, but I don't know that's what the state or the agreeable to. So, I mean, I think that's going to be better than issue. It's kind of like that too. So it just needs to go to the ranger. Right. Okay. Couple weeks.
Yes, Your Honor, if we could continue this matter to a convenient court date a couple weeks down the road, I will try to get Mr.
Not any convenient court dates, but how about the, yeah, they're all, the 12th, be 2 weeks.
I'm here that day, Your Honor.
And then my opinion would be if he doesn't come in, then the case just needs to go to the grand jury for consideration of indictment there. Okay. Next hearing is August 12th.
Thank you.
Defendant has to be here.
State of Ohio versus Thomas W. Ward II, case number CRA 24259.
Mr. Steyer's case, preliminary hearing.
Thank you. Did a copy come forward?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sitting here reading, making sure I wasn't holding on the only one.
And when are you think you'll be able to go back to work?
As soon as I can heal from a broken foot.
Okay, they haven't given you a time frame.
No.
Well, it looks like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
So, Your Honor, again, looking at what sort of time frame we're looking for on this and we could find a date.
Again, probably mid-September, I would say.
Will you put something on the 9th? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Good job, man.
September 9th.
Your Honor, if I may, he should be completed with treatment by then.
Very good. September the 9th, 10 o'clock, your next hearing.
State of Ohio recalls Kayla Kinzer at the Lawrence County Jail.
Thank you.
CRB 24464.
Okay. While we're waiting on the jail, we'll go ahead and finish some things here.
State of Ohio versus Lily Howard, case number TRC 211513, A.B. and C.
Lily Howard is on the sentencing docket.
I was unfamiliar with what to bring because I don't know the requirements here. But I got the urine screen and a progress evaluation letter. We've only had her for 6 days, but she has been compliant and determined and willing, like she's great.
Monarch, West Portsmouth.
Yes.
And what's your name, ma'am?
April Newman, I am the court liaison.
All right, thank you, Ms. Newman.
/CDCA/case management.
A lot of hats you wear.
Yes.
Okay, good screens. Working on, you all help her get her license back, or?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
That's good. Good drug screens. Okay, very good. We'll continue to monitor this and set it for another sentencing hearing, and I would say September at some point. If you have a teleconference, if you want to do it, rather than bring her all the way here, you do that and get the sign-in information from the clerk or from probation.
That sounds great. I apologize, my throat, I've had a sore throat for 2 days.
No problem. About the 16th of September. September 16th will be your next hearing. It'll be a sentencing. Okay?
What time? At what time, Your
10
Honor?
o'clock.
10 o'clock.
You still have, you owe quite a bit because I think there was a
I do.
restitution order for some damages. that
I'm
are-
trying to get it paid on.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I speak real quick?
Yes.
What we want to focus on is, first, we want to monitor her actions and see if they're in alignment with her goals and objectives. Then we want to work on getting her employment and then housing, right? Some assistance with your housing. We're trying to get her on board with like PMHA or something with community action that will help her with her finances to help pay for her rent.
And
So,
that'll be enforcement then?
yes.
Okay. All right, I'm in agreement with that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for bringing her today.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like bi-weekly progress evaluation letters, or would you like those once a month?
When
or-
she, once a month will be fine, or when she has her hearing.
Okay.
I really like to look at them. Unless, if something happens that's bad, like she leaves,
Yeah.
then we need to be notified.
I will contact immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, have a good day.
That's it.
State of Ohio versus William Hall Jr., case number CRB 23229, CRB 23200.
He was, unfortunately, he was, that's yours, if you want it.
Okay, got a completion of anger management.
Yes, Sean, it-
Some time ago.
he was incarcerated,
Okay.
and we were here last week. He was in Lawrence County Jail, and he said he had complete anger management. That was part of one of the things we need to do for sentencing. And he said he had completed it, and so we set up today for him to bring it in, and he was released on bond. How long were you incarcerated?
230 days.
230 days.
20 days.
Where was that?
LORCF, Arraignment County.
Lorraine County?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the state wanting on, these are set for sentencing hearings?
Yes, Your Honor.
We had agreed that if he showed proof that he had done the anger management counseling, that we would not recommend the imposition of jail time. However, we did, our previous agreement was for a suspended 30-day jail sentence.
Do you think those are ready, that's ready to be instituted now then?
I'm sorry.
We're ready to do that now?
The sentence today.
I believe so, yes.
Because 23.3, or 23.229 was a violation protection order. 23.204 was a M4 domestic. Is there anything, Mr. Smith, either you or Mr. Hall wish to say before I do sentencing?
Your Honor, the only thing that we would add is that he is now divorced. Is that correct? So there's no more issues. They've gone their separate ways, so we'd ask that the...
No children with this lady?
No.
All right. Well, on 23.204, I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs, 30 days in jail, all suspended. Anger management was completed that. I'll accept what he's provided on that. Then on the violation protection order, $50 fine for costs. That was on a separate date, so, but no jail time. Review hearings on both for January 21st, 9 o'clock. He's to check in with Mr. Major about his probation before he leaves today. I'm sorry. 2 years, level 5.
State of Ohio recalls Kayla Kinzer at the Lawrence County Jail.
Kayla Kinzer, and this is Mr. Smith's case, and we were going to discuss bond and conditions of bond.
Yeah, sure. I don't see OBP still up there, but I believe that's who assessed her. They were on the,
Yeah, I lost.
They're not there.
just, they were on Zoom. I'm not there.
Your Honor, OVP can take her. They would pick her up today if the court allows it.
All right, Ms. Kinzer, are you willing to go to OVP? All right, I'll let you sign a $2,000 OR bond for her released to OVP for inpatient
Yes.
today.
Okay.
And next hearing, August 9th?
That's fine, Your Honor.
August 9th will be your next hearing. Pretrial.
Your Honor, in between now and August 9th, we would like for Ms. Kinsey and her attorney to make a decision how they want to proceed on the theft charge.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
We are now finished with Lawrence.
Okay, that finishes at the jail.
State of Ohio versus Timmy Dement, case number TRC 213341, CRB 17331.
Mr. Morford's case.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, this is on the sentencing document.
This is a 17.
Okay, it's a good report.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Mr. Field, how do you want to proceed on?
Well, on the OBI, which is a 22.
Oh, so he's already pled on that.
He's already pled, so I don't know if it's
Okay,
time to sentence him on that or not. We could agree either way.
Okay. Well, I think since he has entered a plea, we can let it ride, and that way there's more flexibility on the sentencing depending on how he does. And so far, except he had a hiccup there at one point.
Yes.
A lot better
Yeah,
now.
I'm not sure what that was. Yeah.
It's okay.
So let's go into September for the next hearing. Uh, 13th of September.
Check real quick, Judge. I'm free.
September 13 will be the next hearing for sentencing.
All right, thank you.
You are.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good job.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Smith, case number CRB 24171. Brittany Smith.
Smith is set for sentencing, and this is Roger Smith's case.
Judge, I've looked for her throughout the morning. I have not seen her.
I'm not sure where she is, but she's actually been participating in treatment and doing well.
Yeah, she was having a little bit of trouble. It was basically get with the program or don't. I thought she was doing good. I'm actually surprised she's not here, given she's doing better.
Yeah. But she's outpatient.
Yes.
I spoke with the prosecutor. I know you're reading the report. He's not opposed to resetting this for Friday. I'll call her because given the report, I'm really
Okay.
not sure why. She's local. She's in Chesapeake.
Finish request, I'll continue this to August 7th.
I'll be here, Judge. I'll get a hold of her.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Kendall Gorby, case number CRB 24381.
Yes. Good report. Okay, very good. Okay. Go further out next time. September 13th for the next sentence. Hearing. Good work. It'll be at 10 o'clock, September 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're up.
State of Ohio recalls Garrett Hosey, case number TRD 24742, TRD 231844.
These are both set for sentencing. I think they're both on, no driver's license. You're working on that?
What'd you say?
You're trying to get your license?
Yeah.
How's that going? Making any progress? No? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and sentence you then. If it's not gonna happen, there's no reason to make you keep coming back.
Hold on. I've tried to get my license, but it's suspended, so could I pay that fine today?
There's actually 3 cases.
Yeah, I just-
24, 742.
I just went in there, paid a fine for
1844, and
$320 or 2.
actually, there's only 2 cases. There's one, 23, 1844, and 24, 742. Okay, anything else you want to tell me about this?
What do you mean?
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you. Is there anything you want to tell me?
Yeah, could I get a lawyer?
No.
What did I do wrong?
You already pled guilty.
How? There's just 2 fines for $100. No, I need a lawyer.
I'm sorry?
I need a lawyer. I have the money for the fines right now.
Are you not working now?
I tried to get a job. I probably can't with the warrant.
Is there anybody still here?
I would pay all the fines right now.
Still here, Your Honor.
I have the money.
All right, Mr. Smith, I'll allow, he had entered a guilty plea. One of these is, he's got 2 driving under suspensions.
Okay.
One was, and they're both uncounseled. Well, let's see. I'm wrong. I looked at it and actually, neither one of these are jailable offenses, so I can't appoint you.
Okay. I knew they weren't, that's why I needed them.
Let's see the 23-1844. What's it? No, okay, I'm wrong. You're back. The previous case, the funny thing was, the last case was filed as non-jailable. The one before that was filed as a jailable case. So I'll let him withdraw his plea. I'll appoint you to represent him and set up for a pretrial. He says he's working on it, but we're not making any progress. September the 6th for pretrial on both cases, 10 o'clock. You can have the court's file look at. All right, thank you. Mr. Cooper, if you want to give this to Mr. Smith.
Can I get your number?
I'm finished, Your Honor.
Okay, court's adjourned.
Yeah, things better than it wasn't.
Find out what they are.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, find out what these are. Wait, go on.